So Zemismart sent me this Matter-enabled bridge, right? And I'm kind of messing around with it, trying to think like, oh, what could I get it to do? And then this happened. I wonder, this is Matter-enabled. It's a Yeelight strip, right? So it definitely shouldn't work with Tuya Smartlife because it's Yeelight. I don't think the two companies would allow that, but let's try that anyway, because, I mean, it's Matter-enabled. It's a Matter device. So let's see if it matters. What? What? No. That what? Okay. What the No. Yes? I just connected a Yeelight product to the Tuya Smartlife app. Did they want me to do that? Am I allowed to do that? Because I've been watching manufacturers for the last 10 years try very, very hard to stop their products from working on other people's platforms. So the repercussions of this are huge. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. You could argue that yet another smart home hub might make you want to drive to Silicon Valley and go full Anakin Skywalker.
I killed them all. They're dead. Every single one of them.
I will now sleep with you and have your babies because that's what George Lucas thinks women do when you slaughter men, women, and children. It's totally what I'm into. I like that
But this could actually be the ultimate smart home hub, because this thing not only connects third-party Matter devices from entirely different companies, it also can connect to a whole host of Zigbee Smartlife-based products. Zemismart do a whole billion of these things, and I've talked about it before. About a year ago, I actually got one of my commenters from the comments section, one of my biggest fans, to give me a whole breakdown for camera of exactly the products that Zemismart do. So, roll VT. I don't know what roll VT means. Also don't know who I'm talking to. Only me here. This is Luke, and Luke thinks my shtick isn't funny. Yes, it is. Either way, here is Luke to take you through the list of products that work with this bridge. This is a door sensor. You could also use it on a drawer or a cupboard. When it's open, Homekit and Amazon know about it. When it's closed, Homekit and Amazon know about it. Ooh, head explosions. 'Cause that's funny. This is a motion sensor. It can be used in a routine if motion is detected, but also if motion is not detected. All the Zigbee. I should hump the air, I suppose. All the Zigbee. Flipping hilarious. I hate Paul Hibbert. This is a light switch. It doesn't require a neutral wire, so it'll work on any lighting ring and can be used to trigger Tuya Zigbee plug sockets. You can buy them on Amazon, so I suppose we should dress up as Jeff Bezos, cause that's hilarious. Ooh, I'm Jeff Bezos cause I've got a spaceship suit on and went to space. My cock looks like a rocket or something. I don't even know what the joke is. I don't know what Paul Hibbert is for. This is a temperature and humidity sensor. It could turn your aircon on when the room gets too hot. Hot. Hot like Paul Hibbert's missus that he doesn't deserve because he's ugly and he's stupid. This is a curtain track. Guess what it does? It opens and closes your curtains and works with HomeKit just like everything else on this list. Also works with Amazon and Google. Let's throw in a slap for luck, shall we? 'Cause that's funny. This is a blind motor. It winds your blinds up and down, obviously. Here is a pop culture reference for some reason.
You merely adopted the Zigbee protocol. I was born in it, molded by it.
There are also some very attractive E27 screw-fit light bulbs. They both work with this hub, so they both work with HomeKit, Amazon, and Google. Come on then, let's have the sock puppet come up and strangle me, because that's funny too, isn't it? Very, very funny when the sock puppet strangles me. Oh God! Ah! Anyone can be Paul Hibbert, but don't be. Don't be Paul Hibbert. It's pathetic. Thanks, Luke. Don't forget to like and subscribe, buttface. So the reason I've shown you all that is because Not only does this thing advertise Matter products to Amazon Alexa and Google Home and Apple HomeKit and Home Assistant, it also advertises all of those Zigbee products I've just shown you, because this is a Zigbee and a Matter hub. Not only does it advertise Matter products designed for it, it advertises Zigbee products that are designed for it, and also third-party Matter devices too from entirely separate companies. That shouldn't work, surely. What on earth? This is a Thread border gateway for 45 quid. A Thread border gateway for 45 quid. I suppose it'd be passé to make my head explode right now, wouldn't it? Probably done it too many times now. No? Yes? Thanks to Zemismart for sponsoring today's video and for sending me their new M1 Matter-based Thread and Zigbee hub. This thing takes all your Tuya Smartlife based Zigbee products and makes them Matter compatible, but also takes a whole bunch of Matter-based products and adds them to the Tuya Smartlife platform too. And this is huge news for the future of your smart home, because it means that if you have Matter products from other suppliers, finally, we can get all of our smart home gadgets into one app. I don't think that's even the biggest take-home here though. This is probably the most important point, right? I disconnected my internet connection and I could still control the Matter devices using the Tuya Smartlife app. This thing's working locally without internet for 45 quid. And this was more of a surprise to me than that time that I found out that Master Yoda had fallen on hard times since filming the last Star Wars movie.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
And drinking, apparently. Apparently he spent the whole time drunk on the set of The Last Jedi. The joke is that he's Master Yoda is now a gremlin because of a drink and drug addiction. You get the joke. That's funny. It's a funny joke. On with the show. This thing was ridiculously easy to set up. I plugged it into my router, I opened up the Tuya Smartlife app, and the device was discovered before I could even contemplate what I would need to do next. Tuya Smartlife app. Add a thing. Oh, hello. That was easy. Surprised me.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Stop making stupid cutaway jokes! I don't watch this for the fun of it! I watch it for technology! I'm sorry, that's the last Master Yoda joke before. I won't do any more. That's the last one.
Not if anything to say about it.
To connect the hub to your smart home assistant of choice, you just go into the settings and then share via Matter Gateway. This will give you a code that you can then punch into either Amazon Alexa, Google Home, or Apple HomeKit. And once you've done that, any accessory that you add as a child accessory into the Tuya Smartlife app should immediately become controllable as part of your smart home ecosystem via your voice assistant. Child accessory. Wow. I think it's worth noting that any specialized functionality of third-party Matter-enabled devices, such as, for example, Yeelight's rainbow effect, won't be accessible in the Tuya Smartlife app, and also won't be accessible to your voice assistant. You can't just, call it up with your voice using Matter because it's not a Matter thing. There's a specialized piece of functionality specific to the Yeelight app. That'll be the case for any third-party Matter device, and I think that's worth considering. There are some more considerations. Here they are. And now for the elephant in the room. I added the Yeelight OBSID strip to the Tuya Smartlife gateway, so it was accessible in Tuya Smartlife, and I was blown away that it worked. So then I shared it from the Tuya Smartlife gateway to Apple HomeKit, and it worked great. And then I shared it to Home Assistant, and it worked great. And then I shared it to Amazon Alexa, and Amazon Alexa said,
Mine, and only mine. No one else shall control my precious.
That was terrible. People are going to think I'm a knob. The next day, I went through exactly the same process, step for step, and it worked just fine. This isn't Zemismart's fault, this is just Matter devices all over at the minute. It seems that Matter is still very clunky, but once you've got it set up, it seems to be rock solid. Sometimes it's just a pain getting there. Other things I think you guys will want to know are things like, can I get Zigbee devices from other manufacturers to connect through this hub? So I tried it with a Philips Hue plug socket, and a Kara contact sensor, and a motion sensor from IKEA, and unfortunately the answer is no. If you want to do that, you'll need something like Home Assistant or Habitat. Can you connect Tuya Smartlife Wi-Fi devices to Apple HomeKit through this bridge? No, sadly not. The only thing that can connect Tuya Smartlife Wi-Fi devices to Apple HomeKit, as far as I know, are Hoobs, Home Assistant, and Homebridge. But Zemismart's M1 hub is a gigantic leap forward in smart homes finally becoming fully interoperable. If you're looking for a smart home hub that works locally without internet, that will take Tuya Smartlife based Zigbee devices and Tuya Smartlife based Matter devices, and in fact, Matter devices from third parties, and pass this all into HomeKit, then it works absolutely flawlessly. If you're a Tuya Smartlife fan looking to simply get other people's stuff into the Tuya Smartlife app, then this is an actual dream come true. Zemismart do tons of really cool devices regardless, and whether you're a HomeKit fan, a Google Home fan, or an Amazon Alexa fan, they have devices that will work with your system via Wi-Fi, Zigbee, and now Matter too. As usual, there are links in the description as to where you can pick all of this stuff up. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, it's thanks to these incredible people. These are my patrons from Patreon, and from now on, I'm going to thank one of them every single week. This week, there's Razor Girl. This is definitely not her real name. She has been with me since April 2021, and I can't thank you enough for that. And recently, she messaged me and said, I have a really good idea for a Kara to help make disabled people's lives so much easier and safer. And I can't tell you what that is because it might mean a Kara don't do it. But that sort of thing I live for, so thank you so much. If you want to be one of these incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I'll genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my X's and my Threads and my Instagrams and my TikToks. Come and hang out there and can be best friends. See you next time. And Home Assistant and whatever device you want to... This is stupid. This is what I do for a living.